Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we are diving into the awesome world of monologues. And trust me, by the end of this, you're going to have all the tools you need to write a really cool one all by yourself. Let's get right into it. Have you ever been watching a movie or maybe reading a book, and you just wish you could peek inside a character's head for a second, to hear what's actually going on in there? Well, that's pretty much what a monologue does. It's like a secret window right into their mind. So, to put it simply, a monologue is just when one single character speaks for a little while, sharing all their thoughts and feelings. It doesn't matter if they're talking to us, the audience, another person on stage, or even just to themselves. It's their moment, their spotlight. Yeah, think of it this way. A monologue is all about one voice, capturing one specific moment. It is definitely not a back and forth conversation. It's a pure, direct look at what a character is feeling, totally unfiltered and straight from the heart. Okay, so you might be wondering, hold on. If monologues are meant to be spoken and performed, why do we even need to write them down first? That is a great question. And the answer, really, is all about getting prepared. Writing it down is kind of like making a blueprint. It helps us take a character's messy, jumbled thoughts and organize them so they make sense. It also makes us really think about their emotions, pick just the right powerful words, and in the end, it gives an actor the solid foundation they need to perform with real confidence. The writing is the practice that makes the performance shine. So, what's the big difference between a monologue and, say, writing in a diary? Well, a diary is totally private, right? It's like a secret kept inside a locked book. A monologue, on the other hand, is all about dramatic speaking. It's meant to be performed, to be heard, to be put right in the spotlight. The best way to really understand this is to just see it in action. So, let's grab a character we all know from that classic story, The Tortoise and the Hare. Just imagine the race is over, the hare has lost, and he's all by himself. What in the world would be going through his head? I can't believe this. How did me, the fastest creature in this whole forest, lose to a tortoise? A tortoise. Why did I take that nap? Why was I so cocky? Everyone's probably laughing at me. But you know what? Maybe I needed this. Maybe it's time to stop showing off and actually focus. Next time, I'll run with discipline, not with pride. So, how did we make that happen? It was actually a super simple 3-step process. First, we figured out the main emotions, embarrassment, and a whole lot of regret. Second, we pictured the scene. The hare, all alone, just trying to process what happened. And third, we wrote it from his point of view, using first-person words like I, me, and my. And that's really all it takes to get the ball rolling.
So, how do we find that unique voice for a character and make it feel real? Well, there's a secret ingredient. It's one single thing that changes everything about how a character sounds and feels. You got it. The secret is emotion. Emotion is the engine that drives a monologue. It completely changes the words a character chooses, the rhythm of how they speak, and the whole tone of their voice. The very same character can sound like a completely different person depending on the emotion that's fueling them.
For instance, a character who's feeling really anxious might stutter a little or repeat themselves. Their thoughts are kind of shaky and uncertain. You can almost hear it, right? I don't know what's happening. What if I mess up?
You hear that? The stutter, the repeating of what-ifs, it creates this shaky, uncertain rhythm. The words themselves are pretty simple, but the emotion behind them makes that anxiety just so clear.
But a sad character, their voice would sound completely different. The whole pace would be slower, their tone much lower. The words themselves almost feel heavy. Everything feels heavy today. Even breathing is hard.
See how the pace just slows way, way down? The words feel heavier, more thought out. Everything feels heavy. That's not just a statement. You can actually feel that physical weight in the sound of the voice.
And then you have an excited character. Their voice would just burst with energy. The words come out super fast, totally filled with joy. Guess what? I did it. I can't wait to tell everyone. You see? Emotion is what really makes the words on a page come to life.
Sentences are short and punchy, and the voice is just overflowing with energy. See what I mean? One character, 3 different emotions, 3 totally different deliveries. That is the power of emotion.
Okay, now that you've got the basic building blocks, are you ready to try making your own? Let's walk through a really simple 5-step guide that you can use as a blueprint for pretty much any monologue you want to write. Here it is. It's super simple. 1. Choose a character. 2. Decide on their main emotion. What are they feeling? 3. Ask yourself, what is happening to them right now in this moment? 4. Write down their thoughts using words like I and me. And finally, 5. Sprinkle in some emotion words to really create their unique voice. And just like that, you've got a monologue. You know, the best way to get good at anything is just to practice. So to finish things up, I've got some fun, creative activities that will help you put your new skills to the test right away. Why not try an emotion switch? Take a monologue and read it with a completely different feeling. Or give yourself a 30-second challenge. Create a monologue on the spot. Go. You could even rewrite our example from the tortoise's point of view. What was he thinking? And for an extra bit of fun, try recording yourself performing it. It's a great way to learn. Monologues are such a cool and powerful tool. They let you literally step into a character's shoes and speak right from their heart. This is your chance to create, to imagine, and to perform. So go on, give it a try. What character story are you going to tell first? And there you have it, your complete guide to writing an amazing monologue. I really hope you're feeling inspired to get writing. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Nestlingua for more. See you next time.